Welcome to Phoenix Rise Connect, where businesses, creators, and powerful ideas come together. We provide businesses with a platform to share their story, demonstrate their products, and connect with new audiences around the world. Through professional live interviews, engaging podcasts, and authentic conversations, we help brands build visibility, credibility, and trust.
Hey everybody, and welcome to Phoenix Connect. How are we on a Thursday here in the UK? And I've even got my curtains closed because it is so hot. I cannot actually open them. And I've got a beautiful Avigiali. I've got the seaside literally opposite me, a sea view, but I'm hiding behind the curtains because we're wimps in the UK and we do not like the heat. Okay, so everybody, you are here with me for Phoenix Connect. Today we have the lovely Avigiali Berg, who is going to be speaking to us about some amazing products and some vibrotherapy. And for me, I'm just literally going to be like saying to Avigiali, it's all over to her today because, you know, I've got a little bit of understanding after we last met. But I tell you what, she's got some exciting things to tell you, okay? So for all you listeners out there who are joining us live today on Facebook, Instagram, and also YouTube, hi, welcome, whether it's your lunchtime or, poor Avigiali, early morning breakfast. You know, welcome to the show today, and we are pleased to see you.
Thank you so much, Adrian. Thank you.
You are very welcome. Avigiali, come on, tell us all about this amazing product of yours.
Right, so we really represent the original vibroacoustic therapy that was invented by Olof Schille from Norway. Then he moved to Finland. He was my mentor, my personal mentor, and we are located in Florida, United States. We actually implement his perception of low sound frequencies embedded or streamed via mats, recliners, sonic pets, pillows, and even a vagus nerve shawl. And the idea is that low sound frequencies in the range between 30 hertz and 120 hertz are very positively impacting our physical, mental, emotional, and even spiritual dimensions. So because we are between 60% and 70% water, all of used to say that we are a sack of water, and sound travel through water more effectively than air. So literally every organ, tissue, and cell vibrate harmonically. And this is really helpful to reduce pain, stress, insomnia, and anxiety, which are a major component that drain our vitality.
Definitely. And we brought this into the music world today. We're particularly thinking about musicians, everybody, because one of the things that, you know, we all know as musicians, you know, well-being, stress within the music industry, you know, the fact that, you know, it does cause us day-to-day stresses in life. You know, and this product is really there for you all to start thinking about actually, you know, what is it I can do to de-stress myself? Yes, we can all go for a walk, but this product is really going to help you actually relax and be in a state of mind where you can get ready for that stage presence at the end of the night. So, you know, how do you get into this? You know, you're actually doing this with, is it Olof Schille? She first influenced and developed this.
Olof Schille. I call him Schille. I remember he won the.
Fantastic. You're going to help me with some of the names. I'm going to be useless with the names today. But, you know, you developed this. How did you get into it? Where did you find this product?
So we have a partner in Norway. They also they really the distributor of Olof's frequencies, and we are their exclusive partner in the Americas. And so you can search Multivib and also TheSoundWell, which our website is I hope you can show it on the screen, www.vibro-therapy.com. And I want to say that this is really helpful for people, anybody that wants to balance inner systems, and also people that really find it difficult to meditate. And I myself am a meditation teacher and an energy healer. And I can say there's so many people that are trying to meditate, but they're struggling because they're so overwhelmed with thoughts, emotions, sensations, memories, imagination, everything stream in a very stressful way. And vibroacoustic therapy really works in parallel on the physical, mental, and emotional. And so it's kind of reset, reboot, recharge. This is really meditation to the cells.
Fantastic, fantastic. Do you know what, guys? I have got the website. It is on the posters. We are now in partnership with this fantastic company on the Phoenix Rise website as well. I do not want to lose connection with Abigail because we are doing these live across the world. You know, so can you just tell everybody where actually are you from? Because that's not an American accent. Where's that accent from?
I'm originally from Israel. I moved to the United States 17 years ago. And
fantastic.
And Olaf was really my mentor and my friend. And when I moved to the States, he sent me his mat and his frequencies. And he really trained me on Skype. At the time, there was no Zoom or other medias, but he told me, with vibroacoustic therapy, try to put music aside, just feel the vibrations, how they impact organs, tissues, and cells. And this is what I teach. I'm a mindfulness coach, and I teach how really to find silence and to find inner home in your body-mind system.
And that's something us musicians aren't used to. We're not used to silence. We're often used to loud noise, you know, and actually bringing ourselves back down to some silence and relaxation is what we need to be doing more, for sure.
You know, I love music. I also play the guitar, but, you know, Olaf used to say, when we do vibroacoustic therapy with low sound frequencies, we kind of remind ourselves the fluids we all felt in our mother's womb. So it's really removing any cultural, any religion, any conditioning of the mind by, you know, culture or even your parents. It's really an inner incubator of growth and protection. And so this is a great atmosphere to calibrate ourselves daily, because if we do not reduce mental, emotional, and physical stress daily, it becomes chronic stress, and then it elevates other chronic conditions such as insomnia, anxiety, depression, burnout. And you people, you musicians, you have those peaks of ups and downs, and your life is
constantly
quite hectic.
It's constantly up and down, up and down, up and down. You know, we always feel like a yo-yo or a zibbity off, you know, the magic roundabout. You know, it's just like constantly. And for us to stay still, you know, I was talking about this to a musician the other day and saying, you know, how do you get yourself to actually stay still and relax? Because you don't do enough of it. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to one day, now we're partners, I'm going to one day have Abigail come to one of our groups, and I'm going to invite all you musicians to actually sit still for 5 minutes, and we're going to have a session and actually feel relaxed for once in our lives. Okay, so Abigail, you know, if we were to turn up to one of your sessions, you know, how would that go? What would we do with you? What sort of thing could we do with you to totally relax us?
Okay, so I'm going to take it to even before you get my vibroacoustic therapy mat or recliner or teddy bear. If you like, I can take you into a 7 minutes of inner body calibration. Well, would you like that?
I'm ready for it. Come on, take me to a 7 minutes relaxation. And I've already got a like, so someone's going to be watching this. So if I fall asleep, everybody, okay, please comment and actually get me. So Bubba is in the room. Hi, Bubba. How you doing, mister? Bubba is out on the road at the moment, so I hope you're not watching while driving, okay? But I'm going to be 7 minutes into my relaxation state. I'm all yours.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is a journey inward and just observe our organs from within. I'll take you in a journey. And the purpose of this is really to pay attention to what's going on in our body, because, you know, our eyes go outward. We're, from the minute we wake up, we're in this running in the maze, reacting, but now we're going inward. So whatever I'm saying, you do it with visualization. So we're starting from the forehead. Just observe your forehead from within, as if your mind is a large stage and you're watching your forehead from within, you're scanning it. And if you feel any tension or pain, you have the capacity to direct your vitality to your forehead. Just with intention, attention, and direction, you stream your vitality into your forehead. You go down to the muscles of your eyes. You feel those muscles from within. Do you feel any pain or stress there?
Nope, I'm looking at my eyes.
Again, you have this capacity to direct with attention and intention your vitality to your eyes muscles. You breathe in deeply and you let go. You focus on your face, on your cheeks, on your jaws. You observe them from within, and you scan your face from within, and you notice any pain or stress can be minimized by streaming vitality that rinse your face from within and minimizes any pain or stress there. You breathe in deeply and you let go. You focus on your throat and neck. You zoom in into your bones, muscles, nerves, blood vessels. And if you feel any stress or pain there, you have the capacity to navigate and direct your vitality into your neck and throat. You breathe in deeply and you let go. You focus on your heart, on your lungs, on your breast. You observe your shoulders and arms. You scan your chest. And if you feel tension or pain or stress, you have this capacity to direct with attention and intention your vitality to rinse your chest from within. You focus on your belly, your digestive system. You zoom into all your digestive system's parts and you scan them. Do you feel any tension or pain or stress? And if you do, you have this ability with attention and intention to stream vitality to your belly and your digestive system. You breathe in deeply and you let go. You focus on your hips, on your legs, on your knees, down to your feet. You zoom in into bones, muscles, nerves, and blood vessels. Do you feel any pain or stress in your legs? If you do, you have this ability of directing with attention and intention your vitality, the energy of life, into your legs, into all the cells in your legs, and reduce any pain or stress there. You breathe in deeply and you let go. Now we go to the backside of our bodies, from our feet to our bottom. Then we scan the lower back from side to side. We have the ability to communicate with the cells in our lower back. Do they have any pain or stress there? And if you feel that, you can direct vitality and rinse your lower back. You zoom into the middle part of your back and you scan it from side to side. You zoom in into every organ, tissue, and cell in the middle part of your back. And if you feel any tension or pain, you're directing with intention and attention energy of vitality to the middle part of your back. And now the upper part of your back, you scan it from side to side. You observe every organ, tissue, and cell in the upper part of your back. And if you feel any pain or stress there, you have the capacity to stream vitality with attention and intention. And now let's focus on your head, your brain, your mind, your thoughts, emotions, sensations, memories, imagination, and your belief system. They're all streaming in the desktop of your mind nonstop. You have the capacity to minimize the chaos and create empty space of harmony and vitality in your head, in your brain, and in your mind. So you breathe in deeply and you let go. You observe your inner systems, organs, tissues, and cells, and you calibrate them like harmonic orchestra. You breathe in deeply and you let go. So I'll count from 1 to 5 and we can continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Wow. That was relaxing, and everybody who has been watching this has said that that's probably the quietest AJ's ever been on a podcast. That was amazing. It was really relaxing, and I like the, I've done these a few times where I've done therapy and I've listened to people tell me and take me on a journey. It's something like going out and visualizing, like going out to the sea and hearing the waves and, being part of the waves and things like that. But just actually visualizing what's going on in your body. We do have the power to be able to switch pain on and off as human beings. We often rely on medication especially if we've got an antibiotic, which is like, I've got an ear infection at the moment, and the doctor's very much, you need an antibiotic spray, and I'm busy spraying in my ears and things like that. But this type of therapy, you don't need it's not always medication that you actually need. It's just retraining your mind to actually deal with pain in a different way. And just going through that experience itself, it was really uplifting to know that actually I was thinking about parts of my body that I wouldn't even think of if I just wasn't in that state, and that was really relaxing.
We don't think about it, but we have around 37, I mean, there are different numbers running in the web, 37 trillion cells in our body.
Wow.
So imagine each one of the cell is a unit of life that compose who we are. And so we need to give them attention, love, and care, and give them nutrition and the right conditions to work in collaboration and communication in harmony.
Definitely. Definitely. It's fascinating. There's a lot of science that's gone into this, you know. It's not as though you've just come up with it out of the box and said, oh, yeah, no, we're going to get a lot of products together and some music together and some sound, you know, sound waves together. You know, this is, you know, how many years has this been like developed? And, you know, in terms of actually getting to a point where you can say that actually this does work, this product will work, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I invite people to go to our website in the research page. There are quite a lot of studies all over with regard to autism, CP, regard to pain, to insomnia. And so, like I said before, vibroacoustic therapy is a physical impact of low sound frequencies on our organ tissues and cells. So you can really learn about different studies that we're taking either in Nordic countries, in Canada, in Asia, in Japan, and there is more openness now in the United States, you know, after the opioid crisis and also after the COVID. I think that the mainstream health organizations and doctors are more open to other things than chemicals. Now, we call vibroacoustic therapy, and I'm holding one of my pillows now.
We were going to come on to the amazing products now, everybody. This is the best part of the show because I've seen these products already, and every single one of you, there's going to be a product very soon. You're all going to go, I need that product. Okay, but this pillow looks so comfy.
You know, those pillows, I mean, you hug it and you feel hugged from within because the vibration, right, go into your body and reflect in your sensation, this rinsing of hugging from within. So this is one of our products, and I'll show you our huge panda.
There's the one. There's the one. It looks gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, we have different pets, you know, and we have vagus nerve shells and everything. But what getting back to your question about science, so nowadays there is more openness to low sound frequencies, and so I'm just connected now to someone that wants to do research with our vagus nerve shawl, how it activates the vagus nerve. So yeah, I see a great potential of people, either therapists or end users like musicians, realize that this is really meditation to the cells, and it optimizes the usage of vitality, literally, and not only in meditation. It's by the end of the day, we are complex organism that use vitality or the energy of life. So the question is, how do we optimize the usage and use it for positive things and not just spend it on negative scenarios?
Exactly. And when we're all used to the negativity of the world, you know, and I think we're spending time, you know, and being more positive with the world. But it's more important to be positive with ourselves. You know, I've got Robin who has come onto the show at the moment. Hi, Robin. Nice to see you. I love you too, Robin. Thank you. I don't normally get those sort of comments on these shows, but I'm going to take that because it is all about love and loving ourselves, especially when it comes to a product like this. Now, I'm going to love myself because you know, we're musicians. We love our music. We love listening to music. And, you know, I need to get, you know, I did say to Abigail, I said, what would be lovely? I said, if you send me one of those teddy bears, and I can like put it in my bed and sleep with it at night times and have it next to me. But I need to know what this is going to feel like, because you've got that lovely pillow. I cannot feel that pillow, you know. So if I was to get that teddy bear or that pillow, you know, what is the, does it hurt? Is it a vibration that goes through you, and can you feel it straight away?
I'll tell you something. We call it inner body massage with low sound
Okay.
frequencies, but you don't relate it to those mechanical massages that you find in the airports. This is
Right.
really the
Okay.
opposite. So we're talking between like boom, 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 Newtonian, then quantum sonic, sensual
Right.
waves, and our mantra is less is more. That is, you tune the amplifier of the that is connected to the device, and also attune the adjust the volume of your device, mobile device that you stream the frequencies into.
Oh, so it goes through your mobile. So what? Okay, so this is the question that I'm going to be asked from everybody. Is this just going to be Apple? Is it only Apple at the moment, or can we have it on Android?
No. We have Apple, we have Android, and you can do it Bluetooth, or you can use a cable.
Oh, brilliant. Excellent.
Yeah. I mean, and so really what we do is stream the frequencies from the mobile device, a tablet or a phone,
Wow.
into the amplifier, into the mat recliner or whatever we're talking about. And we're streaming one single low sound frequency. And I teach users and therapists how to combine frequencies. For instance, one frequency runs between 23 minutes and 30 minutes. And so you can really decide that you are focusing on one frequency. So the journey that I took you into, it's a good way when you have the equipment. It's a good way to say, wait a minute, which frequency do I need now? So we have a frequency for lower back, upper back, headache, insomnia.
Right. Okay. So different frequencies for different pains. I have knee pain, like, because of my arthritis. So there'd be a different frequency for that.
Yes. So it all depends what you want to focus on. If you really have pain in your knees, and that's the focus of that time, of that period, so you use one single frequency for your knees. But if you want to address more complex problems, so then we can talk about it, and I teach users and therapists how to combine frequencies.
Fantastic. Well, we've just got Elizabeth Ertles on the show, who's just given us a lovely hug between the two of us, Abigail. Elizabeth is a singer, songwriter, and also she is an actress as well, and a book writer. She does very many things. One of the things that she has a problem, I know, being a friend of hers as well, she has problems with her neck. You know, she had very bad neck pain, and pain in sort of neck and her back. You know, so I gather frequencies for neck pain as well.
Absolutely. We have a frequency for the neck and the shoulders. And we have a frequency for headache. We have a frequency for migraines. We also have frequencies for horses, by the way. If any of your musicians,
wow. we have many musicians who do have animals. You know, in terms of anything from dogs up to fish and spiders and God knows what else. They have lots of different things, but horses, that must be challenging. Have you actually done this research on horses?
You know what? Horses are, first of all, horses are 70% water, and they're so sensitive. We make blankets for horses. So, and we also have pillows for dogs and cats. So,
wow.
So I mean, this is, you know, all the mammals, or all the, you know, animals, they would feel the vibration in a very positive way. And
how does it sit still? I've got a feeling of this cat, and I know what my cat's like. If I put anything that vibrates near it, it's gone. It's like a shot. It's like, out of here. You know, how do you get them to relax in that state? Is it because of the vibration bringing it down and sort of to the level that they feel?
So you have cats?
My mum has cats. You know, my mum has cats. So, but I know if I put anything vibrating, they get scared.
Okay, so cats, they're people that cats lovers or dogs lovers, but cats actually, when they purr, this is a natural vibroacoustic therapy mechanism.
I didn't think of that. There.
Yeah, and you know what, you hold them and they
Yeah.
purr, so they give you this sensation of calmness.
Wow, there you go. Visualization of what
And
it
you know
actually
what?
feels like now.
There is a study that tells that cats break their bones less than dogs. When, let's say, they fall from the tree, they don't
Which is why
harm
they got nine
themselves
lives.
so much because of the vibration. They use it for
Ah.
healing, not only for, spoiling, asking people to spoil them.
Now, Bubba, I know you was watching earlier, and I don't know if you're still watching. Now I know why you have 9 cats. And then you've got cats like literally everywhere when it comes to the house. So you literally pick them up and you have that vibration go through and you feel relaxed. I get it now. That's a really good visualization. But the teddy bear, I'm sorry, he looks too cute. He really does look cute. So before we talk about the products themselves and how we get hold of the products and the types of price ranges of products and things like that, you do, Abigail, you do a lot of work in the community, and you do a lot of sort of online sessions and things like that, and sort of seeing what you've done for me in 7 minutes was amazing, So talk about yourself in terms of piece of support you give.
I'm an energy healer. I'm a meditation teacher, and I'm an entrepreneur. And once, I tried on myself the vibroacoustic, I said to myself, wait a minute, every person needs to have such a device to calibrate their systems in this hectic world, really attune inward and optimize the usage of vitality. Everything is energy. What do we do in the 24 hours? Do we just jump around in a hectic and react to external
Feels like
triggers?
what I do every day, yeah, but
or how do we go inward? So I also teach preventive lifestyle habits,
okay.
With regard to what you nourish your cells. Don't talk about junk food. Try to nourish your cells with real vitamins and minerals from nature. And I also teach how to be creative. I mean, musicians are creative by nature.
We are.
And so creativity is it's a very important part of our well-being. And also how to really sleep better, create those inner conditions in our homes, in our living room, the design, so that you come home, or you even hug your teddy bear or whatever, you really feel you create this inner home inside you, this harmony in your heart, in your home. And even placing your 2 palms on your heart and breathing in deeply 3 or 4 times, it's grounding you. You can ground yourself. You can observe yourself and say, wait a minute, what are my senses telling me? How do I realize reality? How can I put the junk away? And also, how can I find my own path and not really always responding to social media, and to all the AI that is around? So how do we ground ourselves and know what's our best path in life? So this has to do always by calibrating and finding the best path for our lives. And for me, my definition of best path is being joyful, loving, creative, and not stressful, stepping out of survival mode. And vibroacoustic therapy actually acts like taking a good nap. After you wake up from a good
7
nap,
minutes, I was gone.
Yeah, I mean, after you wake up from a good nap, so your mind is not racing right now. You're fresh. Your body is calm. Your mind is clear. So vibroacoustic help that with no efforts, because one of the problems with teaching meditation is that when people are too overwhelmed, they don't have the capacity to really go deeper into silence because they're all over the place. So vibroacoustic therapy really helps us ground and calm the tsunami, the inner tsunami. And you know, when you think of an ocean, when you have a still ocean, then you see clearly what's going on. You don't have all this, you know.
You know, I live by the sea. I'm very lucky, everybody. You know, I've got that sea in front of me. And even just looking at the view of the sea, when it's all relaxed and a warm summer's day, you know, there's nothing better. You know, and I think that I get what your company's doing, and I think it's so important for everybody to take time for yourselves. You know, with the hustle and bustle of the music industry, it's so important. Now, I did this for 7 minutes today, everybody. You know, and you know, like you said, you're all saying on the messages, you know, this is the quietest you've seen Adrian. But actually, there's a lot of days where people don't even give themselves 7 minutes. 7 minutes in the morning, 7 minutes at lunchtime, and 7 minutes at nighttime, just to actually be one with your body, be one and relaxing. And you know, and if you've got the, you know, the vibro, we've shown you the teddy. The teddy's absolutely gorgeous. You know, we've shown you the pillow. There are other products on the website. If you want to go and visit the website, it is on the Avigiali's site. It is on my site. It is on the poster. We have now collabed with this amazing company, and you'll see it on our website as well. But we've also got a special offer for everybody. Abigail, since joining Phoenix Rise, you have actually given us a present. It was absolutely beautiful to get that email off you. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have this coupon with your company's name, and we're giving 10% discount. This is part of our partnership to encourage people to really get inward, balance themselves, and step out of survival mode.
Definitely. And I want you to do more out there. You know, I've brought a case study of well-being ideas to Phoenix Connect, but I'm bringing it over to Phoenix Rise, because what I want to do with you musicians is I want you to be looking after your well-being and your welfare. You know, I get quite often asked as a music artist manager, how have I survived 30 years in the music industry, and how have I survived with this grey hair? It's because I've looked after myself. May not looked after my body, but I've looked after my well-being. I've given myself time to relax and be at one with myself if I need to be, you know, and actually have time where therapeutically, actually, I've given myself time to think about myself, my well-being, and actually have time. And, you know, there will be companies like TheSoundWell who we're going to be bringing to Phoenix Rise, where if you have any concerns regarding your well-being, or you want any ideas regarding your well-being, Abigail is going to be there as a collaborative share with Phoenix Rise to actually answer your questions, show you the products which they've got, and even we may get together one time and offer some classes that Abigail can actually bring, you know, even if it's like an hour when we're on our coffee break on a Friday.
Yeah, I want to say something about this. You know, if you know the Maslow pyramid of the basics, and then going up. So we're using the pyramid saying, first address pain, stress, insomnia, and anxiety that drains your vitality. Then use another layer for improving your performance and creativity. And then the pick is really connecting to the universes or to God or to the source. I'm not talking about, you know, doesn't matter. I'm talking in a universal way, connected to some kind of your dimension of your spiritual side that could really be part of you and kind of heal you. You know, like people are so going to expert, and experts are great, but first know who you are and what you wish for. So you're the manager of your life. This is so important. Exactly.
And I think that when we went through those 7 minutes together, you know, we didn't talk about a journey. We didn't talk about the sea. We didn't talk about being in a relaxation place where, you know, it was somewhere I had to visit. It was actually visiting myself, you know, being able to visualize those parts of my body. And I've giggled at some points. I'm sorry, you know, I always giggle in these things. But when I'm actually thinking about my body,
I just want to say that there is another version that I teach which when we do the journey, we really massage ourselves. And this is very powerful, because when you touch yourself, you know, you feel your body, you feel the warmth of your skin, you know, penetrating into the organ that you're touching. And this is such an amazing, relaxing exercise just by touching yourself.
Just by actually, yeah, I can imagine doing that one as well. Yeah, that's already booked in. You know, I'm going to make sure that we all put some money in for our coffee club, and we book you, you know, to come and do this, because I think this would be absolutely brilliant. Looking ahead in the future, you know, I went to the doctors the other day, and I said to you, I was given spray in my ears. I was given some paracetamol for headaches. You know, lots of different medication. You know, are we thinking years to come, it's, you know, medication will slowly be the sort of second thing that people will go to, because it's getting more expensive these days. You know, I think my prescription in the UK for one sort of box of medication, it's £10 a turn. And, you know, people are going to be going to other therapeutic ways to manage their well-being, you know, not just medication.
Well, you know, I think it has to do with our perception of preventive lifestyles. So if we do exercise daily, not, you know, you don't even have to go to the fitness center. You can just do walking or just intuitive dancing if you're a dancer or you're into music. And if you eat healthy, more vegetables, more fruits, and then you take care of your sleep, you know, your room design, so that you turn your home into a spa design, make your, you know, atmosphere and environment very loving, very attentive to who you are and what you want, then you'll be less sick. So also the idea of talking to ourselves, and I really invite people to talk to their selves, because this is so amazing. This is really communicating inward. And, you know, cells, they feel positive, negative, or neutral. So try to talk to your cells, try to talk to your lower back, see how your cells react. This is really amazing. And when you have the vibroacoustic therapy, it gives you tangibility even, you know, because you feel the vibrations.
Fantastic. These sound absolutely amazing products. And, you know, we've spent just over 40 minutes together. We have gone through some amazing things today. Absolutely love it. I just invite you all now just to take a look at that website. And if you've got any questions or anything, you know, Abigail, is there contact information that people can get hold of you on, email addresses, all on the website that we can get hold of you just in case we need you?
Our website is www.vibro-therapy.com. I don't see on the line that is running. Are you?
It's not, unfortunately. Yeah, no, unfortunately, it's on the ticker. Unfortunately, it's cutting it off at the moment. Just a bit of technical difficulties, which I said it is on the poster. We are putting it out, and we will basically be. It's on the website now. So if anyone wants to go to Phoenix Rise or on to ourselves, we are not going anywhere. All of our well-being services, I am hoping, will become partners of Phoenix Rise, because we want to bring you as many as possible, so you have choices. You know, you're not always going to have from Phoenix Rise just a counselor to go and talk to. I think what many people have told me through my lifestyle as a musician is that actually it often just, you know, you get, well, you can go and talk to somebody, and that's not always what musicians want. They want other alternatives. So we are going to bring you a world of services, and this particular SoundWell is going to be sticking with us for a long time to come, hopefully. Okay, so if you can't get hold of Abigail, you can get hold of myself.
I just want to say that I appreciate you. I think it's an amazing initiative what you're running, and it's beautiful. I think that everybody, I mean, in the musician market, I think it's a great way to gather and calibrate and feel loved, appreciated, being attentive. Be attentive to other people, be attentive and loving to yourself.
Fantastic. What a lovely way to finish a show. Actually being loving to yourselves, okay? You've got the weekend to be loving to yourself. It's Thursday now. Take some time for yourself. That's all I'm going to say. And I always say it to my mentors. and all those ones that I support. Take some time and look after yourself, everybody. All right. We'll see you again for Phoenix Connect. We will be back in the next couple of days. Keep an eye on the schedule. We will see you soon. This is AJ signing off. Annie Amazing, Avigiali Berg from TheSoundWell and Vibro-Therapy. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.